Dear Christ Lutheran School families, by now several of you have already contacted me regarding a potential quarantine order that may extend over the April 1st deadline. Here's what I'm in the process of putting together in case this comes about. First of all, we need to know the difference between a private school and a public one. Know that Christ Lutheran has complied with the governor's mandate because it is believed that prevention is always better than having to find a cure. Now, that being said, as a private school, we also have some leeway in these matters. As a private school, it is times like this that we're reminded why we have a parent-teacher league. So often, the PTL is seen simply as organizing fundraisers or events, but more than that, the PTL is a vehicle for broadening communication between the families and the legislative bodies of the school, like our council and our Board of Education, things like that. I mention this because if it comes down to the governor wanting to shut down all education for months, we as a private school have certain options that state schools do not have. In other words, it will be you, the parents, who will need to make recommendations for your children. For example, there may be a scenario where if it's considered deemed to be safe and everything, we may open up for school, but under different guidelines for our classes with more than 10 children. What are those guidelines? We don't know. They haven't come out yet. But if they do, and of course, part of them will be because of what you need to do and what you want to do with the kids, we'll work together on this. Now, also, something that's very nice is online versus in school. Now, you don't have to convince me. We know this is another option for a platform for teaching, and although I personally don't think it can or should replace one-on-one learning, it has proven in the past to be a successful bridge of information, especially during a healthcare crisis when in years gone by, all education would have halted completely. I'm old enough to remember when you couldn't have internet school or anything like that. So believe it or not, the internet and this can be a blessing. And today, in the next few minutes, I'll be joining in with a team of Lutheran educators as we look into this possibility. So finally, I want to remind you, everything's going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. No matter what happens, I'm confident both socially and spiritually that after a period of inconvenience and possibly even hardship, we will not only weather this, but we'll emerge stronger and better prepared than before. I want you to know, if you're having any concerns or worries, don't forget the school administrator is also a pastor, somebody who cares deeply for you. And I would love to pray with you, talk to you, comfort you. Feel free to give me a call or even an email. I'm always checking something. And like I said, everything's going to be okay. And God bless us all during this time and every time. And as we read in the scriptures, cast your burden on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved. Psalm 55:22. Please keep an eye out here, and we'll have more updates for you as they come available. Thank you, and God bless your day.